Good morning, cavemen. Super excited to be talking to you today. This is Miss Apestagia, and today we're going to be talking with different people about women in their life that they admire, that have been strong influences and impactful in who they are as the adults that they are in this day and age. So we're going to start and turn time to Mrs. Talonia. We're excited to hear from her and who's been an influential part in her life.
Like Miss Apestagia, my family also immigrated to the United States. My grandparents came from Mexico. My grandmother is standing in the picture next to my mom. My aunts Lilia and Martha are also in the picture. Each of these women were influential in my life in many different ways. In particular, my mom was a trailblazer. She came to Utah as a 13-year-old girl who only spoke Spanish. After high school, she applied to BYU on a dare. Her peers didn't believe that she would get in, but she did. She studied to be a teacher, and this year she is retiring from Alpine School District after 41 years as an elementary school teacher. My mother is a woman who always welcomed everyone to her classroom, to our home, and she served her community. For that and for many other reasons, she is so inspirational to me and to so many others. My mom is a great example of someone who is proud. Specifically, I want to try to continue her legacy in being someone who is persistent, respectful, and helps create unity for others. Now, let's talk to other teachers and others in the building to see what women influence them.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Greer, and I'm an English teacher, and a woman who I really admire, and this will be not a shock to anyone because I teach English, is J.K. Rowling. And the reason I really like her is because if you follow kind of her history, she had a really challenging 5 to 10 year period. In that she got a divorce, she had a young child, and she was still trying to be an author. And she sent out tons and tons of copies of her first Harry Potter book to a lot of publishers. Then they all said no. And she believed in herself and she believed in her story. And eventually she got it published, and she's one of the most best-selling, award-winning novelists of all time. But what I like about her is she's always quick to recognize that people fall on hard times, that there are people among us who are single moms or living in poverty or people that need help. And she really has made it her mission to tell stories of those that need help and get help so that we can give help to other people. So that's why I like J.K. Rowling.
My name is Brianna Alder, and I am the college advisor. I work in the counseling office. And a woman in my life who is very influential and inspiring is my grandma. She raised 6 kids almost all on her own while my grandpa was around the world working. 2 years ago, she just got cancer and is on her 2nd round of chemotherapy. And even with everything going on in her life, she is such a selfless person. She's so nice to everyone, caring, and is always there for me and always there for everyone in her life. She tries her best to be active, and I just find that very, very inspiring with everything that she is going through. So I look up to her a lot and hope to be half the woman she is one day.
Okay, so hi, I'm Mrs. Holt. I teach social studies here at American Fork High School. This is my classroom, so welcome here. I have been asked to talk about some of the most influential women that I know. And as I think about this question, there are so many people I could choose from, so many influential, so many famous, so many women who have made life better for me as a woman. But the person that comes to my mind out of everyone is Melody Apestagia, our assistant principal. She is intelligent, she is beautiful, she is creative, she never stops. She always is up for the challenge, and she'll push until things are actually working and done. And that's such an inspiration to me, knowing that I can follow in her footsteps and be that kind of leader someday as well.
My name is Lisa Collier, and when I think of an influential woman in my life, I automatically think of my mother. She is a strong woman. She is a compassionate woman. Whenever she sees something that's not right, she does something to make it better. She's had challenges in her life, but that doesn't stop her from moving forward and just pulling others in her net of love. And she's just amazing in the way that she is able to do everything the challenges she has, but how when she sets out to do something, she gets it done. And that's my mom.
My mom is someone that I admire a lot. She's an influential part of my life. She passed away 20 years ago, which is really hard still, but she left a lasting memory on me and on my family. My mom's name was Charlene Sergeant. She grew up in Maine, in Norwalk, Maine, and she, from her earliest ages in elementary school, wanted to be a nurse. So she, upon graduation from high school, went to Boston to Massachusetts General Hospital when they had a nursing program. She graduated from that program, and she and her roommates were pretty adventurous and amazing. They decided to put in locations into a hat, and wherever they drew out, if everyone was able to get a job in that location, they would all commit to move there. One of her roommates was from Provo, Utah, and that's the name that the location she put in the hat, and that's what they drew out. So that brought my mom to Utah, and she met my dad here, and they got married, and here we are as a family. I think my mom's pretty amazing. She was adventurous, she was very persistent, hardworking, and she was very open-minded and built unity in our family, and I'm super proud to call her my mom.